We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals.
To kick off for Indianapolis.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry here for Joe Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Danico Autry is in on the stop.
No gain.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Rivers and the Colts going to come up 1st and 10 right at the 30. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, it's Hines, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
First down, Rivers. And that'll be incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. A 2nd down throw for Rivers. That is caught by the rookie from Bama. It's Henry Ruggs. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. pressure.
Rivers.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Ross on the return. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
It's a gain of 10.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there. And there we saw a completion.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Strike.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 yards there, 1st down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Again, it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Colts take over.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
59,
Rivers now to throw on first down. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Rivers is going to fake the give to Taylor and set up to throw it. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brought him down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Left. Squeeze, Chase, 79.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. From the gun, again to Mixon. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense.
And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 25-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A quick throw now complete to Ross. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack, but that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
The tackle made back at
that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
complete.
They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
But it brings
I think everything was impressive about that one, except they didn't get a 1st down. But I like their field position now after that play.
Yeah, now you got a pretty makeable field goal opportunity.
the kick.
So still no touchdowns in the 1st half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The ball carrier.
No, Jonathan Taylor didn't get the yardage he wanted on that carry. But I think this is central casting for him to be with the Colts. A big, strong, physical offensive line that goes with his running style. Elite speed, elite power. I think he'll catch more passes out of the backfield in the NFL than he did at Wisconsin. And yards after contact, that's his forte. The only thing he's got to improve on, taking care of the football. Put it on the ground way too often at Wisconsin. If he learns to hang on to it, he could be one of the surprises in the NFL.
They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Subsequent gains of 3, 4, and now 5 yards. Good enough for the 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
1st and 10.
I know that on draft day, Jonathan Taylor was disappointed he didn't go in the 1st round, but when he heard his name called in the 2nd round by the Indianapolis Colts, he had to be jumping up and down with excitement because of their big, strong, physical offensive line. And you put that with his downhill running style, and you've got a perfect combination, the perfect storm for a young guy coming into the league. 225 pounds, sub 4.4 at the combine. He's going to get plenty of opportunities.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around. And the pressure gets to him again. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
And that's something that he does consistently, puts quarterbacks on the ground. And Carlos Dunlap, maybe not a household name around the NFL, but everyone knows he comes to play each and every year. He hasn't had less than 7.5 sacks since 2012, had 9 in 2019.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Round 80. You better bring. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring. Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57.
From the gun, Rivers. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and inches at the 37-yard line.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And this one's incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Mixon with a first down carry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. T.J. Carey right there in coverage.
Malik Hooker on the coverage.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal. Not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And a slant hauled in by Ruggs. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
3rd and 13.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And at the 50-yard line.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Again, it's Taylor. And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 42. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
And 2.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
That's good for a Colts. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 21. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the 1st half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
3rd quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. They run once more with Taylor. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
He's taken down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
Strip that ball. 0. 36 to Mike. It's a party now. It's a party now.
From the gun, Rivers. And that is incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Joe Mixon, the Bengals
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Burrow. Flushed out right. He'll air this one out for Boyd. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
1st and 10.
Ah, Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 46. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Open man, Shuzawa. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Bengals.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. A handoff to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. And it's up and good to make the score 13-3.
Bengals 13, Colts 3.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. And that will be incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it at least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And now the throw hauled in by Green. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
A gain of 19 yards.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Here's a give to Mixon. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Joe Mixon.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Back to Mixon on first down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He was brought down by
from the 39-yard line. Here comes 2nd down and 6.
The pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now it's Burrow.
39
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? The Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Open man is Ross, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 28. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Let's go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Now it's Burrow. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands? And off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
And he's got it up and through.
Ties the game, 13 all. Rigoberto Sanchez.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe. Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Burrow will throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. It got his man complete. the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
To number 18,
A.J. Green, his first touchdown on the year, and the Bengals have taken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Rivers. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there.
22-yard line.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Logan Wilson brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. 3rd and long for Rivers. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The linebacker Preston Brown there to knock that one away.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
I got you. Red Delta. 36 to Mike. Night, sweetheart. Mike 36. Mike 36. Quit talking about it and bring it. White. Watch 36 to Mike. Come on. You better bring it. Hey, Sonny, go load it. Load it. 6. Come up the ball.
Now Rivers on 4th down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Von Bell. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
By the Bengals.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
On 1st down, Mixon. Mixon with a 1st down and more. And all the way down to the 5. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Here's Mixon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Bullock will put this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 17.
30.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
No, I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than when I...
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Check, with the nod. Hey, defense, back on 60. Right, check.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. He's going to let it fly. He rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Burrow looking to pass. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
First down, Bengals.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on first down. Mixon looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm coming. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And a Bengal first down. Today's
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better.